Well, she's turned her life of drugs and crime into becoming an activist and prison reformist. Joining us now, we have the woman behind the biographical film, First Lady of BMF, the Tonesa Welch story. So thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I am fascinated by stories like this because you really have lived several lives in your lifetime. So tell us your background.
I'm just a young girl, older woman now, but a girl raised in the city of Detroit from a middle-class family that ended up in the drug game with these drug figures, black mafia family. You know, just kind of fell into it, like I don't know how, coming from my background. So that's my life, and I end up made history from this, being associated with this big drug empire.
It's just so cool to think how you have managed to turn your life around, essentially. So kind of tell us how you got there and what that meant to you.
When I landed in prison, I said, you know what, how did I get here? What happened to me? What happened to that little girl that grew up on a middle-class family, only girl, only daughter? You know, what happened? How did I end up in prison? How did I end up in this lifestyle? So once I landed myself in prison, I knew something about me had to change. And that's when I made my change. I said, from now on, I'm going to focus, I'm going to reflect on my life, and I'm going to figure out how did I get here, and I'm going to make a change. Because I know I wasn't raised like this. So, yeah.
I love that. How long were you in prison?
3 years, 8 months, 29 seconds. No.
Oh, okay, who's counting though? Who's counting?
Almost 4 years. Almost 4 years. Long enough. You know, that was my journey. So
I can see that. So after that 4 years, what was it while you were inside that had you realizing, like, okay, I got to do something different now?
Being around so many women, and I understood that I was a part of the problem. You know, I was part of the problem that helped so many women, you know, being in drugs, and, you know, so many women were affected my community doing those things. So I understood, hey, you were the problem. Now how can you fix this? Talking to so many amazing, beautiful women with the similar backgrounds, and I was one of the people that were contributing to their lifestyles that landed them there. And so I said, you know what, when I get out of here, I'm gonna make a change, I'm gonna do something different. Actually, I started in prison using my voice, trying to help, you know, so I said, when I step out of here, I'm committed to helping someone, not make the same mistakes that I did.
So what have you done in that time to help other people?
Well, you know, from helping them file motions, housing, you know, employment, mental health if they need somewhere, you know, just any, you know, helping the children, incarcerated parents, being a mentor. I help young girls mentally and emotionally. You know, I don't have the background, but I know what I went through, so I can help them. So I just been like everywhere, you know, being a force, you know, to help the women.
I feel like you can really speak from a unique perspective because you've been in there and you've seen where they are and where they're going. So you are actually speaking at the Ma Museum tonight. Yes. So what are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about my journey. You know, my story, I think, is a story. Well, I know it's a story. It's a cautionary tale. It's a story of redemption, a story of relentlessness. I'm sorry, guys. It's okay. And a story of just strength and hope. You know, looking at me, I just feel like I can help. People can look at me and say, she made the change. I can make the change. I can, you know, giving them hope that they can do it also. Because when you coming from prison, we don't have a lot of hope anymore. You know, we don't get second chances anymore. And I like people to know, hey, there's somebody here. If I can get through it, you can get through it, and you can, you know, you can make it. Yeah.
And you have the film coming out, so if people can't check out the Ma Museum tonight, where can they check out the film? On
BET Plus. And I think it's streaming on other platforms, like BET Plus, Prime Video, Hulu. It's all around now. Yeah. Okay. You guys need to check it out. My movie I was nominated. Oh. I was a nominee last year, but I didn't win. But
a nominee for what?
For Image Awards.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I got to give my little yes. So, I mean, it's really a special story to me. I mean, like, my story is really relatable because I think a lot of women can relate to it, you know, and
Absolutely.
my journey can help others.
All right. Well, we have to go. I really could talk to you all day, but we have to go. But where can people, do we need tickets for the Mom Museum tonight, or how does that work?
It's themommuseum.org.
Okay.
They can Google that to get tickets. Come on out, Charles.
All right. And it's happening tonight. Do you have to know what time?
7 to 8.
7
I'll
to
be
8.
Speaking.
All right.
Yes.
Quick hour there. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.